Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my updated Game Week 17 draft. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Leave a comment, what is your current team looking like before the Game Week 17 deadline. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, I have not touched FPL over the course of the World Cup. I, of course, made a few changes after the Game Week 16 deadline, before all the price ranges changed and stuff like that. You might have seen the video I made about it, and since then I literally haven't touched my draft until today, which, of course, I had a look at the double game weeks, who had good fixtures, stuff like that, and this is the kind of team that I've come up with, but I generally forgot what my team was. I've just tuned away from FPL over the course of the World Cup. I just wanted to enjoy the World Cup. I mean, what a World Cup as well. That final yesterday, I still can't get my head over how crazy that final was. But yeah, today we're back into FPL mode, and this is my current keeper situation. So I've got Ward, and I've also got Kepa as well. Ward's just there because he's 4.1. He's a bit of a staple. Obviously had a really good run on the kind of end of the first half of the season, if you will, but Kepa is my main keeper at the moment. But of course there's quite a few situations kind of regarding this option. So of course, as you can see, Chelsea have got some really nice fixtures from game week 17 onwards. They also have a double in there as well, which is really nice. I know one of the teams is against City, but it's a double game week. But the only problem is, you know, is he going to be back? Is he going to be the #1 choice? We'll have to wait and hear like more information and stuff about it. We've got Carabao Cup games coming up as well, so we'll see what the whole situation is with like all of these different players and, you know, who's starting there, who's fit. You know, Reece James has been seen back in training and stuff, so he's also an option. But yeah, if Kepa is like the #1 for Chelsea, he will be my keeper. And, you know, if he doesn't play, I've still got Ward as well, and Ward's an okay option. I mean, Leicester do have Newcastle and Liverpool in Game Week 17 and 18, but then they've got Fulham and Forest, so, you know, it might be a clean sheet there. We'll have to wait and see. But as of right now, those are my two keeper options. Another player that I could potentially bring in is like Pope, but he's just so much more money than Kepa, and I just don't know if I want to go that direction and stuff. And again, you know, Kepa's got a double, really nice fixtures as well. So if he is then #1 and he's fit to play, I think I'm going to go with him. So anyway, that's the keeper option. The back line consists of White, Cancelo, Trippier, Reece James, and Bueno as well. Bueno is just a Wolves player that was starting every single game. He's only 3.9. Of course, they've got a new manager, so it'll be interesting to see if he starts. If he doesn't, it's a bit annoying, but if he does, then yeah, he's just going to be a really nice option. Wolves do have some good fixtures, but obviously I'm not going to be playing him anytime soon. He's literally just going to be bench fodder. I do still have 2.3 mil in the bank for this current draft at the moment. Again, it's probably going to change a lot more by the time Game Week 17 rolls around, but as of right now, this is just the current situation I'm in. Again, I brought Reece James in as well, just simply because he has been seen back in training. If he is fit to play, I don't know how I can go into Game Week 17 without him. You know, Bournemouth, then Forest, then a double, and then Crystal Palace at home. Yeah, the Liverpool game's a bit weird and a bit annoying, but yeah, I'd have to have Reece James in there. He's gone down quite a bit in price as well. It was like 6.1 or 6.2 or something at one point, but now he's only 5.8. So yeah, whilst he's cheap, I'd rather bring him in, and then if he like pops off against Bournemouth or Forest or something, it'll be nice to already have him. Trippier is already a staple. Cancelo's a staple as well. I'm not going to be getting rid of those. They're so highly owned, and as well as that, you know, Trippier loves a bonus point, and Cancelo also got a double coming up. Not the greatest double, but still a double nonetheless. And I've also brought Ben White in as well, just as an Arsenal defender. I was losing so many points to Arsenal clean sheets before the World Cup break, and there was obviously like Gabriel, Saliba and stuff that I could be bringing in, but I've just gone White because he's cheaper. He will obviously get a clean sheet if the other two do. He's much less like attacking than those two options in like the box and stuff, but you know, he was playing really well before the World Cup, and I think he got like an assist in one of the last games or something before the World Cup. So I don't mind him just there as an option. You know, my main three will be Cancelo, Trippier, and Reece James, but if I do need to play a back four, you know, White I think is a really nice option, and of course Arsenal are playing really well this season. We'll see what happens after the break. You know, Boxing Day, I'm not expecting a lot of goals, and they do have West Ham at home, so I expect a potential clean sheet there for Arsenal, so I may end up playing him. But again, he might not even be in my team come Game Week 17. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, though, that's the back line. I'm more than less happy with it, but again, definitely could easily change. The midfield currently consists of Martinelli, Rashford, Foden, Andreas Pereira, and Almiron. Martinelli, really unsure about whether to keep him and have Rashford instead of him. I don't know if I like both Martinelli and Rashford in the same draft. I think I'm probably going to end up getting rid of one of them. Rashford is obviously a player that is in form. You know, he's got really nice fixtures. But Martinelli, I've got so much money tied up in him, and you know, he's so highly owned. If he does score, it's going to really hurt my rank. And they don't have the worst fixtures coming up. I mean, West Ham, okay, Brighton, okay, that's quite nice. Newcastle at home will be a tough one, and then they've got the derby as well with Tottenham, and then United. So they do have a couple of tricky games coming up, which is why I'm not tripling up on Arsenal. But at the same time, I don't know if I want them both in my team at the same time. I've also bought Foden in as well. I would love De Bruyne in this draft. I just don't have the money for him. I think I've got like 10.6 mil if I was to upgrade Foden, again, because I've got 2.3 mil in the bank, so I can have a total of 10.6, and obviously I need another like 2 mil from somewhere, and I don't know where I'm going to get that from, because I've just got 3 really expensive strikers. So that's a bit unfortunate. Again, it could probably change, and it probably will change by the time the game week 17 rolls around. But you know, I was a Foden owner when he was like benched throughout the like 3 or 4 game weeks, and then obviously I sold him as he then came on and scored. Well, not came on, but you know, played the like, it was like the last week or something, and then scored. Really annoying as a Foden owner, to a non-Foden owner, for him to go and do that, which is just how FPL is. Yeah, at the moment I do have him. There are other options as well, like Mount around that same price, who's got some really nice fixtures. I don't know if I want to triple up on Chelsea though. There's also Maddison as well, but I mean, Leicester's fixtures aren't that good at the start of game week 17. Like I say, Newcastle and then Liverpool away. I'd much rather have Maddison for like Fulham, Forest, Brighton. So that could be like a future transfer or something like that, which again, I do have 2.3 mil in the bank. So if this is my team, I could easily just get rid of Rashford or Martinelli for Maddison when the fixtures change. And they've also got Andreas Pereira as well. They do have a double coming up too, which is an okay double. It's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, Andreas Pereira is just always going to be a staple. I think he's the best 4.5 mil option. And then Almiron as well. I mean, we've all seen the season that he's had. He's just been ridiculous. Whether I keep him or not, who knows? I did bring him in at an okay time. I got quite a couple of, I think, double point hauls from Almiron, so it's not the worst thing in the world if I did sell him. I think I've got like 0.2 mil saved up in him as well. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I get rid of him, maybe I don't. He's just a really nice cheap option, and you know, he's in the form of his life. Again, the World Cup break could stagger that, you know, we'll have to wait and see, but as of right now, he does still make my team. And then finishing things off, the players at the top, we've got Darwin Núñez, Haaland and Kane. So Darwin is mainly in this team simply because Jota's out, Diaz is out, so Darwin Núñez's minutes are already looking a lot more appealing. He's had a really good few friendly games as well. He's been scoring, he's been playing really well. I had him as well for the last game week before the World Cup break, so the game week 16 where he scored that brace. I brought him in as a punt. He rewarded me very nicely with that brace, and especially because that was a relatively low scoring game week, that really helped me out with the green arrow just before the break. So yeah, whether I keep him or not, I'm not sure. Again, it's between him or Salah, and if I did get rid of him, I could bring in someone like Mitrovic, who also has a double. So I kind of am more inclined to go towards Salah and Mitrovic or something like that. Because again, there's doubles there. Solanke is also an option, but again, they don't really have any doubles coming up, I don't think. I know he's on penalties and stuff. I think Mitrovic will just hopefully hit the ground running. And Fulham have some nice fixtures as well, like Crystal Palace and Southampton, then a double. Of course, Newcastle and Tottenham is a bit difficult, but you know, he is on penalties and stuff. He could easily bag one of those. And he did score a couple goals in the World Cup as well. So yeah, potentially I could go Salah and Mitrovic. I don't know, I just feel like Darwin Núñez is a little bit of a nice option, and you know, he's actually getting so many chances. Like, his XG is like ridiculous, and when he starts converting those chances, he's just going to be getting goals. So whether I want to already have him when that happens or jump him in too late, who knows. But yeah, Darwin Núñez currently in the squad, but again, that most likely will change. And then I guess I could even go Mitrovic and De Bruyne, but then I don't have any Liverpool options, and you know, Liverpool have got some really nice fixtures coming up: Villa, Leicester, Brentford, Brighton, and then Chelsea at home. Yeah, I think there could be quite a few points for Liverpool. I still don't trust their back line though. I don't know if I'd go near Trent or Robertson. They've just been very unappealing. I mean, Robertson not so bad, because Robertson has been getting assists and stuff, but Trent's been very unappealing for his price range as well. And I just don't know where I'd get that extra like 2-3 mil from. And then Haaland, obviously a staple. Don't really need to talk about that. Everyone's got him. And then Kane as well. Like, Kane just hasn't really done anything wrong for me to get rid of him. You know, he's on pens. He's got a double coming up. They've got some okay fixtures: Brentford, Villa, Crystal Palace. And he's been scoring pretty much every single game, or getting an attack in return every single game. Like, he's not done anything for me to get rid of him, and it's not like he's got awful fixtures coming up as well. The double, not great. Okay, the double is terrible. It probably couldn't be worse, like Arsenal and City. The City game is away as well. But at the same time, it's Harry Kane. You know, he can score in any fixture. I just don't think I'm going to get rid of him anytime soon. So for me, I'm going to keep him. I don't think I'm going to get rid of him. So yeah, Kane and Haaland, where a lot of my money is tied up with, but again, that's just the two players that I just can't see myself getting rid of. If I'm going to get rid of any of these strikers, it would be Nunez, and then I'll be probably bringing in like Salah or something like that. Anyway, though, that's going to be everything from my updated Game Week 17 wildcard draft. If you guys enjoyed it, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment. What is your draft looking like as of right now? And any changes you're thinking of making. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.